Welcome everyone to another episode of Play This. Thank you for joining me, and I think you might notice I am doing a little bit different of a setup, meaning that I'm going to start shortening a lot of these videos. It's very clear nobody really wants to watch an hour-long gameplay video on YouTube. That is more reserved for Twitch. So I'm learning, painfully I might add, how to take Adobe Premiere and cut videos down in length and add some extra voiceover effects. So here we go. The first go around, first attempt at this is a game called Atulos Online. So please pull up a chair, crack a beer, join me along on this journey. That sounded incredibly horrible, but I'm probably not going to have time to re-go do this. Anyways, Atulos Online is billed on Steam as a free-to-play 2D medieval MMORPG. And anyone who knows me knows I love MMORPGs, and if I see that in a title or a description, I'm probably going to at least spend a little bit of time playing. And that's actually what I did here. Added benefit and bonus, it is free. So it was really no risk to me. And you can see from the footage, it is 2D and graphics set back in the 80s, early 90s. Nothing special on the graphics front. I will say one thing that's nice, I did not run into clear bugs, although I did see another player somehow jump through a dungeon wall, but that didn't happen to me. So this game mainly is a PvE game from what I experienced. Now there is an arena-based combat, and in fact someone from the community here was actually trying to set up a contest. I am not a PvPer, so I could quite frankly care less, and I didn't check it out, but there was honestly not enough players online anyways to probably do anything effective. I think there were at most 6, 7, maybe 8 people that I could see. You can see on the right side of the screen, actually, it lists players in your area. But that being said, the community was actually quite helpful and very communicative, I will say, and not in a douchebaggery way that you normally see nowadays within MMORPGs. But let's get to the game itself. I'm sorry to say, I don't think I found anything that makes me want to keep playing. It is a pretty straightforward hack slash, get some gold, progress through the dungeons. In order to progress through the dungeons, you have to take that gold and buy some new armor, and so on and so forth. The combat is clanky. Now, I played a fire mage. There is also a knight, dwarf, and guardian, and you have fire flavors for all of them, and earth as well. You can see through some of the videos here, I have to be right on top of the monster in order to hit it. There is no range, which throws me off when it comes to the idea of an arena setting anyways. There's no way I could combat with, the melee up close if I can't hit them from far. The AI also of the monsters is pretty lacking. They didn't notice I was there unless I was on their freaking heels. But as you can see, once combat starts, it's basically who has the most hit points at the end of the day. And luckily for me, I don't believe I died. Oh, look at that, a willow staff and an enchanted robe. I actually do pick up that enchanted robe at the end. I will say that the armor and the weapon, they do increase your power, your effectiveness. You don't die as quickly, you kill things faster, but it is a pretty straightforward work your way through the levels of a dungeon. And with some added stops in between, you have to actually pay 10 gold to heal back up and save your progress. I don't actually show that, I don't believe, because it's quite frankly boring. You have to look at a loading screen, although it's pretty brief, but I figured you wouldn't give a damn about seeing that, so left it up. Anyways, this game is free. Am I going to give it a negative review on Steam? No, I'm not. It's free. I didn't see any bugs, really. Is it my cup of tea? No, not really. And I'm not going to probably play it anymore, but that to me doesn't mean it should be a negative review. I would say it's bonus free, and check it out. You're not going to lose anything. You might like it. I don't. I always have a hard time with 2D mmorpgs. I try to give them a shot. I just don't see anything new, cool about this game. If I wanted this sort of mechanic, I would go to a 3D setting. EverQuest still exists. EverQuest 2, World of Warcraft. I would go back into something else if I wanted a grind of coin and armor as I work my way through dungeons. The movement is also a little bit clanky. On the edges of the screen, in order to go from one to the other, you have to click on the very edge of the screen. That was kind of a hassle from time to time, but I can tell whoever is creating this has put in a lot of work, and it's not for me, but I would say give it a chance. Check it out. You might only spend 10 minutes. You might spend 10 hours. I don't know. It's free. But anyways, again, Atulos Online. Thanks for watching. Peace out, folks. Have a good night.